Yeah, we good.
Alright, first off, I want to give all praises to
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem, Kakadash. Yahweh honors the other parts of great will, so we'll talk to people who well. Peace, blessings, salutation to the icon out there, scattered abroad to the four corners of the earth, that serve this truth and truth sincerity. To I say Shalom. This is Brother Nabala, continue another video in spirit. I'm also here with your brother Arya. And as you can see, the title of the video, it says, ICE hasn't gone anywhere. And what sparked this video topic was we're going to have a couple of clips I believe we're going to show you. But you see what Trump just said, was supposed to be starting today, with ICE. He said that they're going to go to the airports and they're going to assist TSA, with what they got going on. Because if you've been paying attention to what's going on in TSA, the lines are crazy long, and I believe they're short staffed, and it's taking them longer to get people to be able to come through TSA, man. You got people, they said the wait time just to get through TSA is like 5 hours, man.
And the reason it's titled ICE hasn't gone anywhere is because, you have a lot of shit going on in the world right now. Like, you got the war over there in, you still got the war in Ukraine. Mm-hmm. But the main one, what everyone's eyes are on, is that war over there in Iran.
Yep.
But you can't forget about all this, DTs they're about to have. Now the ICE is at the airport. Is only going to further move into that draconian laws and crackdown. There was a video I seen where it says the next lockdown is going to be a forced lockdown, but you're going to be forced to be locked down because everything's just going to be so bad. But you can play that clip.
Okay.
You just play the sound. Yeah.
Couldn't believe it. Going through Arkansas. I thought it was a joke. Got stopped at the way station in Arkansas and was handed a piece of paper and it says, "Can you read and write English?" I said, "Yes, sir, I sure can." He goes, "Can you read this?" So I read it to myself and I was like, okay, I started handing it back. He goes, no, read it out loud for me. So I read it out loud for him and, it's short and sweet, no problem. He goes, "Now, can you write this for me on this paper?" And I did. And there was a whole bunch of people that had already written on it. And I was actually witnessing people in handcuffs that had been pulled in. And I was like, "What's going on?" He goes, "Oh, we've come across now that if you cannot read or write in English, that it's about a $5,000 fine. And if you have a company in Arkansas that employs people that can't read or write in English, it's a $10,000 fine paid on the spot. If you cannot pay it, you're automatically arrested and lose your license." What a shocker.
You get Revelation 13 and 4.
Yep.
Because that's what we're coming into. And then get 2 Ezra 16 and 15.
I got you. This is Revelations 13 and 4. It says, "And they worshiped the dragon which gave power unto the beast, and they worshiped the beast, saying, Who is like unto the beast? Who is able to make war with him?"
Keep going. Where does it says that he spake as a dragon? 3 or 4. Might be 5. Said he was as a lamb, but he spake as a dragon.
Yep. Verse 11.
Okay.
It's Revelation 13 and 11. It says, "And beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had 2 horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon."
Yeah, the dragon goes into the draconian laws. But you're going to really come from both sides. Because both sides, they work with each other. It's the left versus the right paradigm, but really it's just made up.
Yep.
They all have that same agenda in mind, which is to oppress the people. Some of them are not on accord with each other, of course, because they're Edom. But their main goal is some draconian laws and to move forward with that MOTV system,
Yep.
which would be worldwide. Because all nations are moving towards a one world currency, all of them. That's what this whole war in Ukraine, Iran is about. All these nations are trying to create a one world government, and who's going to get it first? Going to unleash the MOTV first? Who's going to do it? And it's going to come with crackdowns, heavy penalties, hell on earth. And these plagues are only going to intensify as we get more and more into them. Can you get that, second others?
Yep. 216, you said start where?
17.
17. Oh yeah, 216 and 17 says, woe is me who will deliver me in those days. The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? It says, behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. But for all these things they shall not return from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges.
Yep. So all these things are happening for correction to the people, but what? They're not mindful. And it said famine, what is it? Famine, death.
There's famine, death, wars.
Wars.
Yep.
These things are only gonna, well, you see the wars, the famine's gonna intensify as the prices keep going up. It's only going to get worse, and we've been saying it for a long time. But Lord willing, we're in that time where the plagues continue to come, where it doesn't have that little brief season in between, to where they just rapid, continue. Like it says in verse 39, that the plagues slack not. That's when a woman is giving birth, eventually them pains just come rapid. And Lord willing, we're in that position and in that time where these pains just keep on coming, faster and faster. They was 20 minutes apart, now they 10 minutes. Now it was 10 minutes, now it's 5 minutes apart. As we get closer and closer to the collapse of this system, the pains are only going to get worse. You can get what you got.
Yep. I want to grab this real quick. This is 2 Corinthians 2 and 11. It says, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. And I'm grabbing this because, okay, not going to say beginning of this year, but when Trump first got in office, the main thing that was being pushed, and the main thing that was happening was a mass deportation of the Northern Kingdom, the so-called Mexicans. That was the main thing that was going on, and then ICE being distributed through all these different states and cities, to play out the deportations. And then you had this war start happening between, where it initially started with Israel and Iran, and then, like the scriptures say, the least of the flock should draw them out. America got drawn into it. So then what would you see in all on media? What became the main talking points of everything about this war? And you wasn't hearing no more about ICE or whatever. But still, because you wasn't hearing nothing about ICE doesn't mean that people still wasn't getting grabbed up. They just was sweeping it, and they were just letting it fly under the radar, man. And now, since the wars happened, they got everybody focused on that. They got this thing going on with the oil. They got gas prices going up. The Strait of Hormuz is shut off. So it's gonna be a trickle effect for everything. Iran just attacked over there in Qatar, one of their major facilities over there that all the world deals with when it comes with oil and other things. It's gonna cause a trickle effect of things to happen. As far as gas gonna go up, resources gonna go up. It's gonna be lack of resources. All these things going on, man. But we still are not ignorant of his devices because we still know that ICE was still always in the background. And now you see, just starting today, what he say. Like I said earlier, they gonna start being at the airports, man. So what does that mean? That's gonna crack down on travel.
Yep.
You ain't gonna be able to go nowhere. And then
Get Amos 9 and
Amos 9:1, okay. And I'm gonna grab that for you. This is Amos 9:1. It says, I saw the Lord standing upon the altar, and he said, smite the lintel of the door, that the posts may shake, and cut them in the head, all of them, and I will slay the last of them with the sword, and he that fleeth of them shall not flee away, and he that escapeth of them shall not be delivered.
No one's gonna escape there. And like the scriptures say, flee Babylon, but they're gonna make it. You're not gonna be able to flee Babylon. You're not gonna be able to go back to your home country and just skate off and, and slide away from this. If you're in America, you're supposed to be in America. You're gonna be stuck here, because that's militarizing the airport. Now the airport is gonna be heavily militarized, and if you want to fly back to fucking Mexico or Japan or where the fuck you from, they're gonna be looking at you sideways. And yeah, you're going back to your homeland, but who knows when they put you in a detention center if they let you go back to your homeland. This is becoming a real grimy and a real grim situation for the planet Earth. You got it.
You want more on that? Or?
No, that's it.
Okay, this is 2 Ezra 15 and 14. It says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword of their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another with swords in their hand. It says, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. And you can see how the things that are happening now can invoke things like this to start happening, where people are going to start standing up and fighting and revolting. Because if you telling somebody they can't leave, you think they're going to be like, okay. No, they're not going to be cool with that. They're going, what you mean I can't leave? They're going to try to get up out of here. And then people are going to start banding together. And that's when it says, they're not going to regard their kings or princes, the ones who sit in those power seats. Your governors, your mayors, the Senate, senators, all of them. And it's going to all be coming down to the president. But you see people already rebelling, having a rebellious mindset towards them now when you hear these talks about the draft. Ever since these draft talks have started, you have seen people what their true mindset is, man.
Yeah, they're not for it, man.
They're not for it. They talking about, man, it was all good. I keep saying this. When he was on his campaign trail and he was talking and had his pep rallies, where was y'all at? Y'all was in the crowd clapping. But now that it's getting close to home, now what y'all saying? Forget this place, man. Fuck America. I'm not sending my kids, or I'm not about to put my life on the line for this place. But this is what y'all wanted, man. This is what y'all voted for. This is what y'all fought so hard for. This is what y'all was speaking. That talk that y'all was speaking for.
People was amped up when Trump got on.
Amped up, man. Make America great again. Red hats.
MAGA everywhere.
MAGA everywhere, man. Then even with J.D. Vance was talking about you don't have to apologize for being white anymore. Elon Musk was saying, or pushing out white supremacy. Everything was all good. But now, okay, for y'all to keep this white supremacy, y'all gonna have to fight for it. But no, we don't want to do all that. So I want to grab this next verse though, just because it goes on what the brother was saying in the Amos. This is 2 Corinthians 15 and 17. It says, a man should desire to go into a city and should not be able. So you're gonna be locked down, man. You're not gonna be able to move freely like you once was, man. And it's gonna start with ICE. He gave you a little preview when he put the National Guards in these different places. So everything is going to continue to intensify and get worse and worse, like we brought it in that 2 Ezra 16. And I'm gonna grab this because this ultimately what he's doing. This is Revelations 12 and 12. It says, therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is coming down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. Yeah, he knows that his time is coming to an end. So he's coming down with that great wrath. He's moving very hastily, I should say, man.
Yeah.
He's not in that, okay, we got time.
No, he just attacked.
Yeah, he just, hey, it's ready? Because they got all this stuff planned out. They've been sitting back talking about how they want to do it. So they just, all right, well, when this happens, we're going to do this. When this happens, they not on that no more. They like, all right, is it ready? Press the button.
Yeah.
A month later, okay, we ready for the next one? Press the button.
No matter what fallout there is in between, just hit the button.
Hit the button.
Well, what happened after we hit the button? Well, we kind of killed a lot of people. Americans? Yes. Americans. Oh, shit.
Like what Cat Williams said, man. He got research completely up out of there.
Yeah.
He said we gonna do it now, and we gonna figure it out later. We
Figure
ain't
it out later.
researching that.
Yeah, that's Trump's MO.
Yeah.
Do it now, figure it out later.
Mm-hmm.
And that's really how the Lord has him moving, because the Heavenly Father wants to get his kingdom, ultimately going. This place has to fall first.
Yep.
For the kingdom of heaven to be established, Babylon the Great must fall. And we're seeing the steps of the Heavenly Father uprooting Babylon. Rather it's the money, rather it's the civil unrest. Get 2 Ezra 9 and verse 1. Because as the Lord approaches, only more pestilence and only more hell is going to happen on this earth, man. And we can see it. This is all a part of the prophecy of the Heavenly Father, and it's all being fulfilled in His due time.
Yep.
We're gonna close with that actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is 2 Ezra 9 and 1. He said, He answered me then and said, Measure those of time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then should thou understand that at the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which He made.
Yep, and the signs and the tokens are being fulfilled. They're being fulfilled, which are the prophecies that Yahweh Shemel Shai told our forefathers and warned us about, so we could be prepared in these times. Keep going.
It says, verse 3, Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning.
Yep, and these things were always talked about. They were always spoken about, passed down from generation to generation, all the way unto us. So now we can have it in our time and in our days, so that we can warn our people, and get them prepared for the battle, truly the elect, and in the hopes to be saved by Yahweh Shemel Shai in this coming destruction. But that was just real quick. Me and the brother was together. Just got a quick live in. So with that, we're going to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. Say, double honor to our apostles and elders at Great Millstone, and salutation and blessings to the hopeful elect. Shalom.
Shalom.